YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about something a little bit different and do something different that I haven't done before that I thought would be really a really great tool just for learning purposes, and also is great for like controversial cases. So I saw this video probably a couple months ago. That's when it actually occurred. It happened in March of 2021. Here we are in May of 2021, at least when I'm recording this video. And basically it was a Nashville incident to where a woman and an officer got into an encounter to where she ended up being shot by that officer. And so I want to kind of go over some things that happened.
Just bring your bag out here.
Okay.
Ma'am, stop going through it. You come step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing. I was
Okay. All right, listen. Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
Because I'm really confused on why I'm getting stopped.
He's got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in my car.
Well, now I know that. However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so you want my bag and all my belongings.
So just step right back here
Can I use the restroom?
and let you know this is being audio and video recorded,
That's
just to let you know.
Okay.
23. If you did have one more, that would be good.
I'm just gonna
10-4, dispatch any unit near Ewing Drive and for church, Ewing Drive and for church.
Can we step back here?
21 to 23, do you need me code 3?
Negative, just code 2. So it's just in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was there...
Well, I'm about 5 minutes from you.
Is this?
Yes. It's probably another bag of weed. Hey, Mom, I need you to come to Alpha Trinity Lane right here where Sitco is, the Dollar General.
23 to
I
25.
just got pulled over because the my name is on the car, and he wanted to know if he was gonna call me, but he's not gonna call me. But I do got weed.
Hey, are you available?
I'm right here in the Dollar General, and
It can be in a couple minutes.
Got what is this?
Pickle.
Alpha
Brick
Trinity-
Church
Brick Church.
and
Brick
Ewing.
Church.
13, can I have you starting around? You're about 4 minutes away.
I'm
Disregard,
gonna put
actually.
this in
Disregard
my-
on that.
Can I get my lighter?
Yeah, I'm not done with that though. Where's your lighter at?
In the car.
13,
I'll
it
get
says
it
you're
for you in
about
a second.
7 minutes away.
I'll get it
Correction
for
on
you in a
that.
second, okay?
To Ewing Drive
Oh,
and Brick
right there
Church
in your
and the Dollar General. Can I have you start around to 23?
You scaring me.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on. Here, do me a favor, turn around.
No, hold
Turn
on.
around.
Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am,
No, don't put me
you're about to get tased.
No!
Get down! Get down on the ground! Down on the ground!
No! 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 I didn't do that! I didn't do ah! 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 Help me! Help! 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 I didn't
Help!
do nothing.
Step out. Ma'am! Put the gun down!
I didn't do nothing.
Put the gun down! 23 shots fired! Shots fired!
10-4, 13, keep at that code 3.
23, I'm hit. Step out. Ma'am, put the gun down. Put the gun down. 23 shots fired. Shots fired.
10-4, 13, keep at that code 3.
I'm hit.
Now, the first thing that occurred, the officer pulled over the woman because the person who actually owned that vehicle had a warrant out for their arrest. So the officer was in perfect reason to pull the vehicle over. Let's first start there. So then when the officer realizes that it is not the person that they were looking for, that is another person, could the officer go further with the encounter? Absolutely. And so the officer chose to go further into the encounter. Now it's a search going on. Not really sure what happened with the search going on. You know, you kind of just see the woman pulled over, and then it's like he starts searching through her personal belongings. I'm not really sure of if she gave consent to him to allow him to do so, but he would have to have had a warrant to go through the vehicle, not just a warrant for the individual to be able to search her personally, in which he was searching her personal belongings, a bag in fact, and so it doesn't really give background if she consented to that search or not. And generally, you know, I spoke about this in previous videos. If you want to know about searches, you can go ahead and watch those videos. However, we're going to just focus on what's happening here. So it appears that, you know, she was in agreement with allowing him to go through her things. Now, once he starts to go through her things, before he starts to go through her things, you can see her digging in the car, and he tells her to stop. I just want to make note that if you are ever pulled over, that if you're not to be digging around, you need to make sure your hands stay visible and you're listening and trying to understand what is happening. You don't want to be digging around in the vehicle because that gives officers the right to retaliate, and we don't want that happening, which is why I'm doing these videos. We want to keep everyone safe as possible. So she was digging around, and the officer asked her to stop. He then asked her to step towards the back of the vehicle, where he began to search her bag, and in the bag he found marijuana. And so at that point, the officer had, you know, reason to arrest the woman because he did find an illegal narcotic. Now, I know marijuana is legal in some states, but Tennessee is not one of them at the current moment. And so that was something that would be illegal, and he would have the right to arrest this woman. And starts to try to place the woman under arrest, putting her in handcuffs. The woman starts screaming and running and saying that she didn't do anything. Now, if an officer tries to place you in handcuffs, you should listen, don't resist, just do what the officer says at that moment. You want to keep in mind that you want to make it out of this alive. Even if you are going to be going to jail, and you can get bonded out of jail, don't fight it. Put your arms behind your back. Now, if there are some officers that may take that and do something else with it, use, you know, excessive force, that is something that you can fight in court. But you want to keep in mind that There is definitely a lot of police brutality that is happening, and you want to keep yourself alive. That is the goal when you have these police encounters. Once the officer found the marijuana and the woman was digging all in the car, again, don't do that. Don't keep going in the car. You know, he doesn't know what's in the car, and he wants to keep himself safe as well. And so you don't want to do that. And so the woman starts running off when he tries to handcuff her. Don't do that. I mentioned that. And then the woman then gets inside of the car. And so once she gets inside of the car, while he was trying to arrest her or put her in handcuffs, starts to tase her. He had every right to do so. She was resisting arrest at this point. And so instead of the officer just outright shooting her, he tased her. That was reasonable within what was happening in that situation. Now, with him tasing her, you would think that, you know, she would stop. You can then hear the officer yell, "Put the gun down." And so with that, if you are carrying and you are pulled over, you do not want to be reaching for a gun. That is the last thing you want to do, because it gives them the right to shoot you. And I know there has been a lot of people who have been unarmed and have been shot, who have been killed, just because the officer said, you know, don't, just because the officer thought that person had a weapon. So the woman is seen reaching for a gun after being tased. This is something you do not want to do, because like I stated before, you want to stay alive during these videos. So if you see someone, so if you are pulled over and you are carrying, do not go reaching for your weapon and give the officers a reason to shoot you or kill you. Even if you're not carrying, they don't know if you have something on your person or in the vehicle. Do not go digging around. You want to make sure your hands are visible and you listen and understand what is going on. At the end of the day, you just want to make sure you are being smart with these police encounters, and you are protecting yourself and you're doing what's right. And you want to make sure, even if the officers are doing something that is not technically the right thing to do, that's something you can always fight in court, but you have to be alive to do that. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and hit that post bell notification button so you can be notified every time I upload new videos. Thanks again for watching. See you next video.